Hello Virtuous family, welcome to VirtuousSkills. My name is Nancy. In today's video, what I have for you is lumpy egusi soup with 2 vegetables. This is another delicious method of making egusi soup or cooking egusi soup. I have other methods of cooking egusi soup right in this channel. Do feel free to check them out as we dive right into today's video. Ingredients I have for the lumpy egusi soup are 1. Egusi seed, which is melon seed. Do bear in mind that I will be blending it later. I got bitter leaf, water leaf, cow leg, Kanda, which is cow skin, isam, which is periwinkle, stockfish, dry fish, crayfish, pepper mix, onion, blended Oziza seed, salt, seasoning cube, and lastly palm oil. In here I got beef, cow leg, cow skin, and I will be seasoning this with onion and seasoning cube, and to that I will add water to cover it and then cover to cook until soft. Please note, if your cow skin is too tough, don't cook it together with the beef. Start cooking it first before adding the beef. But because mine is not tough at all, that's why I'm boiling or cooking them together. Alright, next is to prep our vegetables, and I'm going to start with bitter leaf. As you can see, I will be washing the bitter leaf and keep washing until the bitter taste reduces and the foam coming out of it vanishes, and then the water I am using to wash will become clean and clear. Keep watching. After which I will also cut the water leaf and wash it like once or twice to eliminate those slimy stuff from it so that it won't release much liquid in the soup when cooking. I will also soak the dry fish and then clean and debone it off the camera to save time. Please give this video a thumbs up if you have not done so already. Thank you. Since I'm done prepping the vegetable, next is to check the protein that I've been cooking for some time now. Sorry, I added the stockfish off the camera to cook as well. The meat is soft enough to add some salt, after which I will now cover and allow to cook for more 10 minutes. Cooking of the protein took me about 45 minutes. I'll be blending the melon seed, which is egusi, our basic ingredient for today's soup, and I am blending with my dry meat blender. You can as well blend the egusi with water, there is no problem about that, but to me it is better to blend it dry so that you can control the kind of water you'll be using to mix the blended egusi, as what we are cooking is lumpy egusi soup. The texture needs to be controlled. I'm done blending. Now I will remove the protein from the heat because it is soft enough to go. Yeah. Back to the blended egusi, I'll be adding a little meat stock to the blended egusi and mix until it becomes a smooth paste. Please, I suggest that when making lumpy egusi soup, you don't have to mix the egusi runny, but rather mix it a bit solid so that you can be able to control how you want the egusi to turn out. I mean, you have to control the consistency or the texture you want. Hope that makes sense. Have you subscribed to this channel? If no, please do subscribe to the channel with a notification bell to be notified anytime we upload a new video. Like this video, share this video to families and friends, and drop your beautiful comment to encourage us. I'm done with everything prepping for this egusi soup. Meanwhile, let's move to the cooking action. I will preheat some palm oil. Please don't allow the palm oil to be too hot, and I will add some diced onion and fry for a couple of seconds. After that, I will add the blended crayfish and then give it a mix. Sorry, if you are using iru at this stage, you can also add it so that the taste or flavor of the iru will infuse inside the palm oil, but I am not using iru. Alright, once this is well mixed, I will add the pepper mix, which is the combination of sweet bell pepper, Scotch bonnet pepper, shombo and onion. Give that a quality mix or stir. As you can see, it is well mixed. I will not allow the pepper mix to dry much because it's a boiled pepper mix already. The next I will be adding is my seasoning cube and some salt to taste. After that, I will give it a quality stir and then allow it to dry up a bit for just 5 minutes. But mind you, if you are using a fresh pepper mix, make sure you leave it for 10 to 15 minutes to dry properly. Alright? After 5 minutes, as you can see, the pepper mix is dried, and I will add some meat stock to the pepper mix and then give it a quality mix. After that, I will add the egusi paste in little chunks, just like so, and I'm going to do that until all the egusi paste is completely finished. Once that is done, cover and allow to cook on a low heat for 20 to 25 minutes, but be reminded that I'll be checking it off the camera from time to time to be sure that the water is not completely dried. Please note that this stage is a very important part of this method of egusi soup, because the longer you allow the egusi to boil or cook, the chunky or lumpy it turns out. Please give this video a thumbs up if you have not done so. Thank you. 20 minutes later, open. As you can see, 90% of the water has been absorbed by the egusi. Next is to stir to break apart the big clumps to suit my desire. But if you like your egusi with big lumps that looks like egg when eating it, then you have to be very careful when stirring so that it won't break apart much. Alright, after that process, I will go ahead to add the proteins, of which the stockfish goes in first, followed by the beef, cow leg, cow skin aka Kanda, and dry fish. Then stir to combine. As you can see, the soup is very thick to my likings. The next thing I will do is to add the remaining meat stock and water to loosen the soup to my preference. But if you are the type that like thick lumpy egusi soup, there will be no need of adding water. Just add the remaining meat stock, and here we goes. Afterwards, stir to combine and then check and balance the taste. And to this, every ingredient are balanced apart from salt, and I will be adding a little salt and the blended Oziza seed, and then stir completely. After stirring, cover and allow to cook properly for 10 more minutes. This is 10 minutes later, Virtuous family. Wow, the soup is really doing well, as you can see. Now the next thing to do is to add the 2 different vegetables I'll be using for the soup, of which the water leaf comes in first, followed by the bitter leaf and a sprinkle of periwinkle aka isam, but do bear in mind that the addition of periwinkle is totally optional. Stir to combine and then cover to simmer on a low heat for just 5 minutes. And here our lumpy egusi soup with 2 vegetables is ready. Let's go to the table and do it some good. You can enjoy this soup with semo, wheat, pounded yam, fufu, or even white rice. Try this lumpy egusi soup with 2 vegetables and thank me later. And do give us your feedback on all our social media as usual. I'm very sure you enjoyed the video. If you do enjoy the video, please give the video a thumbs up and do feel free to subscribe to our channel with a notification bell to be notified anytime we upload a new video. Share the video to families and friends and drop your comment. This is all we have for you for today. From me and all my crew, thanks for watching. Always remain blessed and we will see you in our next one. Bye bye.